The reports about the water crisis in Bengaluru are flooding day after the day. The prices of water tankers in the city have skyrocketed. Even before the summer hit the city, apartment communities and large housing societies have begun to feel the heat. Usually, North and East Bangalore feels the shortage of water, but this time, even the South Bangalore is also suffering. Year by year, we see the underground water depletion in the city and other reasons. There are several other reasons for the scarcity of water. But what are all the solutions for this? And down the lane in 5 to 10 years, what will the situation be? So today we have Vishwanath. Yes, Vishwanath, water expert to discuss it with us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you, sir. Sir, my first question is: every year, in summer there is water scarcity, and when it comes to rainy season, we see water flooding inside the house of the city. So, my first question is that can we use such wastewater, not just rainwater per se, but also other wastewater that comes out of domestic use or industries or whatever it might be, to recycle it, and can we use it for drinking purpose and domestic use? Is the question.
No, definitely we can do that. I was just part of a conference where in Chennai, they're set up a tertiary treatment plant and they're filling 2 lakes with 10 million liters per day of water. And from the lake directly, they have a water treatment plant and are supplying it for domestic consumption. In Bangalore, near Devanhalli, we've set up a small plant there where treated wastewater from Bangalore dilutes itself with rainwater, fills the lake, recharges the ground, comes in an open well, and in the open well we have set up a water treatment plant and we are supplying it to the town of Devanhalli for drinking purpose, right? So treated wastewater is a huge resource which is underutilized, and we could maximize it to give water security to Bangalore.
Yes, sir. But also, when we say wastewater, there is this yuck factor also comes in, and it's kind of a psychological thing for many of us. So, if so, people also think twice to use it, and especially to drink it. What do you want to say about that?
Right. So we need not necessarily take it to drinking water standards. We can do two things. We can use it for non-potable purposes. If we have something called a dual plumbing system, where there are two pipes for the toilet and bathroom separately and for the kitchen separately, then treated wastewater can be used for non-potable purpose, which is the dominant use of it. But if we wanted to use it for potable purpose, what we need to do is to make sure that treated wastewater goes for indirect recharge. It goes to a wetland, it goes to a lake, fills the lake, provides for biodiversity and livelihoods, recharges the aquifer, and when you pick it up from an open well or a bore well, there is no yuck factor anymore because you see that the water is clear. You make sure that you set up a water treatment plant which treats it to what is called BIS 10500 drinking water standards. If you do that, it's a win-win for all. We must respect the yuck factor, take measures to do it, and we can do it very creatively.
Okay. That's great. That's actually a good thing. So my next question is: according to this report by Council on Energy, Environment and Water, there is 80% of wastewater generated by urban India. But why is it not being utilized properly? Why is this wastewater not converted into usable?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we have to take things one step at a time, right? And with what happens is we need to first set up the network to collect all the wastewater. Then we need to set up the sewage treatment plants which are capable of treating it. We need to make sure that the STPs are able to treat it of a high quality, right? Which is what now the NGT describes and others describe. So this is all a step-by-step process. I think urban India has now realized that wastewater is a huge resource. Several states have come with wastewater policies, and in many states, treated wastewater is being used for industrial purpose. We now have to use it for urban purposes, for ecological purposes, and for livelihood purposes. One step at a time.
Okay. So, sir, what do you think about the future of Bengaluru from now on? In down the lane for 5 to 10 years, how will it be, sir? That's a question. Like,
So,
right?
see, yes, so it's a very good question. You see, Bangalore is a very smart city. It's a thinking city, right? And we have all the resources to be able to make sure that we don't go through a water crisis. We have learned lessons and we have learned bad lessons. We know that we need to protect our lakes. We know that we need to make sure that they're free from polluted water. We know that we have to set up wastewater treatment plants, treat wastewater to a high degree. Now, what we need to do is to tie these two together. take the treated wastewater of high quality, fill the lakes so that the lakes are full all the time. This will make up for the aquifer water, and all our bore wells which have gone dry can all come back to life. And then we can reuse it. We have something like 1,050 million liters per day treatment capacity right now, 1,050 million liters per day. Each and every drop of that can be reused by the city, right? And it can also be used by the neighboring towns and rural areas so that they also benefit. If we plan it well, there will be no water scarcity for Bangalore till 2050.
Okay. So other than this, is there any other alternative solutions for the situation the Bengaluru is facing right now?
So we can't dig a well when the house is on fire, right? Right now, what we can do is to quickly pick the STPs which are doing very well, like the V Valley STP, which has a 150 million liter per day, very good quality water, or the Chakkur STP, which has 15 MLD of water, Kaban Park STP, which has 4 MLD of water, and the many STPs in our apartments and gated communities which are doing a good job with treatment. Try to see whether that water can be pushed into our lakes. For example, Bellandur and Vartur are bone dry right now, or very little water. That is the reason why the borewells in that area are not functioning. If you are able to fill Bellandur and Vartur, the groundwater table will come up and will solve the problem for 1/3 of Bangalore, right? So we can be smart with our decisions and be able to take quick decisions till the rainfall comes, till June. And it's a question of applying ourselves to the right ideas.
Yeah, that was actually great, sir. The thing is, yes, we talk about all this, we know what the solution is, but during the implementation of this plan is where we all, lag in, is what I could say. Hope the government and we as a citizens can do better jobs. That's pretty much it, sir. If you want to add on something to it, please go ahead. I know you're
Yeah,
in rush. So.
I think as citizens we have to be responsible for our water as much as we claim our rights. We must make those of us who are getting good water. We should make sure that we conserve it, that we don't waste it. Right? Many of us are getting good water even now. Let's be very frugal with its use. Let's all of us pledge to harvest rainwater and make sure that every drop of rain is either collected in our homes or pushed into the aquifer. Let's make sure that we keep our lakes unpolluted. Let's make sure that our treated wastewater comes of the right quality to fill these lakes. Let us also be aware of whatever we send down the drain is crucial to the functioning of the STP. Let us not throw paint or grease or oil into it. Let's not collect our rainwater pipes into sewage lines. Let's become water literate, water wise, and let's be responsible with water. It's a very scarce commodity, and we have to make sure that we have enough for us as well as for biodiversity.